Welcome to the hot seat. So glad you're here. We have a great guest tonight, a special guest, an honored guest. We welcome AB from Smokin Grillin Wit AB. He's in the house with us. You can see him down at the bottom of the screen. I think someone forgot to turn off their volume on their iPad. I'm looking at
you. You know what? That might be me. You know what? I will apologize. Let me
find that mute. It happens to us weekly, so don't worry about it.
Hey, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you. All right. Well, since it wasn't you, say hi to the people. Kent, my co-host with the most.
Good evening, everybody from Central Florida. I'm out here in the Florida room, enjoying the weather. Had some couple great days already so far. We only have a couple days left, but I'm happy to be here, turning the tables on AB, even though it's not a Saturday night. Normally, I got AB in my ears lately on Saturday nights, but you know what? This is going to be a good one. So, AB, welcome to the show, brother.
You know what? Hey, I can't say enough, man. You know what? Thank you both, CJ and Kent. You know what? For inviting me to be on this show. I don't know if it's a setup or what. You know what I mean? Because who says okay to sit in the hot seat? You know, but I'm gonna go ahead and I'll be your huckleberry tonight. What's up, Snoop?
It's awesome. Okay, so guys, I think AB is our first repeat hot seat customer, for lack of a word. I know he was on here with Hobo, I don't know, down there a year ago with Jay Wade, and they were talking about the drizzle effect. So I've been wanting to talk to AB himself, and we'll go over the Battle of the Kitchens. We'll go over our competition that we're gonna do. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. It won't be all the normal questions, but we'll sprinkle in a few of the normal hot seat questions. And if he's answered them already with Hobo, it's all right. We're gonna we'll answer him again. Maybe his opinions have changed on things. All right. So before we get really going, I want to say hi to the people in the chat. My moderators to start with: SmokeyGoodness, Dan from SmokeyGoodness, Keith Bettag's keeping score, Scotty from the Grill's in there, Jason from Easy Bake. We'll be putting the links up in the chat for everybody. Let's see here. I think that's all I saw for the moderators. I could be wrong. Jason, Keith, SmokeyGoodness, Dan, and Scotty. As I see the other mods come in, we'll shout them out as they come in. I also want to shout out the people in the chat. It looks like we got a good crowd already. We got 42 in the chat. I see Cooking with Cat in there. Eastwood Farms, Woodchuck, what's up? GT Barbecue Gary's in there. Georgia Girl, new to my channel, I believe. Stephanie Jimenez, Maggie Williams, Paul, Chiampa. Paul Chiampa, thank you again for the care package. All them cigars will be great. I really appreciate it. And I'm sorry I just butchered their last name. Todd from That Incredible is not gonna be around very long, but I want to say hi. My Backyard Life, what's up, guys? Good Eats with the Noobs. Jim EQ, Grill Top Experience. Champa, got it. All right, and let's see, Jacqueline and Dad's in there. Enzo from Son of a Pizza Man. Charlie, Josh and Babe. Charlie from Pickles Barbecue. Christy's Cooking Channel has made an appearance. How you doing, sweetie? Nice to see you. Postal Barbecue, Camp Meat Barbecue, Mega Fred Zeppelin's in the house, BG Barbecue, Inspire Me, Thomas from Michigan, Suburban Barbecue, Snoopy Eats, Happy Lux, how you doing? Lockett, Kitchen and Grill, not Lockett, Lockett.
Not Lockett, Kevin Lockett.
Mel Simple Meal, how you doing, Mel? Good to see you in there. LeprakonTV, Lep's in there. He's one of our mods. Welcome. So glad you guys could be here. Whew. Man, I'm tired already. Yeah, I can't.
Did you see Miss Booger?
Miss Booger's in the house?
Miss Booger's in the house.
All right, Miss Booger.
She better be. I'm in her state. She better be in the house.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then we got Johnny Mags from Pit Live BBQ. My favorite channel out there. It's all about the rack. Yo, CJ, what's up? Hey, Terry Upland dropping her traditional $1.99 campaign, hashtag campaign for me. T-Roy Cooks.
T-Roy Cooks.
Made it. All right. See anybody else?
I gotta behave now. The grandfather of barbecue is in the house.
The grandfather or godfather?
I piss off T-Roy, I'm done.
Mad Horse Barbecue. All right, what's up, Brian? How you doing? What's for dinner? What's going on? Rick's Barbecue in Blackstone. All right, guys, if I didn't catch you in this first round, we'll say hi to you on the next round. Kent, we forgot to set the super chat price. And go ahead and explain your T-shirt. Explain why you do not have a bottle in front of you to take shots with. And go from there, buddy.
Here's the deal, guys. I'm on vacation. I had a great meetup with Shane and Cupcake Krista. Never trusted skinny chef Shane. He was nice enough, gave all of our family one of his son's shirts for Gage. And Shane gave me one of his mugs also. We're going to, let's see. We're going to go to $22 this week.
All right. Okay. How are you taking shots tonight?
I'm taking very large gulps off of the custom mug from Shane. If you don't believe me, the way you can see it is on the bottom. Shane is going to tell you you're number one. So here we go.
That's horrible.
This is a very customized mug with the universal "You're number one" finger on the bottom, and a couple other things I will get into at a later date. So
right on. All right. So looks like we got everybody in the house. I haven't seen anybody else jump in that I haven't seen. Cooking with Cultural Kitchen is in there. What's going on? Kim Rogers, how you doing? All right. Mega Fred, I would guarantee you that is an affirmative, but I'm not going to ask that question because that's what Kent does. All right, AB, you ready for these hard-hitting questions?
Yeah.
Don't sound too excited.
Yeah. No. Yeah, come on, let's do it.
All right. So we know you're on the road with work right now, but where are you from, brother?
I'm from let's see, I'm born and raised in Los Angeles, but I live in Riverside, California right now. I'm about 65, 67 miles east of LA. Right
on. That's about 20 minutes from me, probably.
Right.
So definitely this summer we're definitely planning a little shindig at the house. Hope we get a lot more SoCal creators out here. So we'll definitely do that. All right. So family life, you got spouse, kids, dog, cat, ferret.
Hey, you know what? Repeat that again. Let me make sure I heard every.
Let me talk about your family life. You're married. Do you have any kids?
Yeah. There we go.
Dog, cat, anything like that?
All right. Let's see. I'm married. I got kids. Let's see. Man, I got like about 6 kids. Let me see. I got a dog. You know what? I just recently got rid of my. I sold my girl dog. She needed to go somewhere. When I'm kind of sad. So when you say dog, you see. I almost want to put my head down, I'm gonna mention my girl.
That's rough, man.
Yeah, it is. And I mean that's it. Come on, feed me the questions, man. And I'm gonna feed you the answer.
All right. All right. What's your real job besides YouTube creator extraordinaire?
I work in construction. Work all over the country. Let's see. Right now, I'm working in oil and gas. Sometimes I work in green energy. Like it'd be solar, do natural gas power plants. I'm just a roughneck, you know what I mean? I guess you guys can see it in some of my videos. Half the time I don't shave. That's just the positions I have now. I got to. But just to know me, I'm just a roughneck trying to feed my family, trying to do right, trying to smash this YouTube, and hopefully YouTube would take me off of this road.
I noticed that you travel a lot. How long? How often? How long are you on the road for?
It goes. I do like piecework. They usually buy projects. Like sometimes I take a project. It might take a year. I've been on projects that took 3 years. So I'm away from home. But since there's no more kids at my house, what I do is my wife comes out and stays with me. A couple of weeks, and then I go home for a week. So I usually see her anywhere between 2.5 to 3.5 weeks every month.
Right.
It's a little tough, but we're getting through it.
That's cool. And is your wife a creator too?
Yes, she is. Yeah. You know what? Just in case she in here, she probably in here, so I'm glad you asked. Thank you, CJ. Because if I had to say nothing, yeah, she's a creator also. She has a channel also, and the name of her channel is called Colorful Camille with a K.
See, I knew that. I was just kind of feeding that to you.
Right. Hey, thank you.
The easy bake. Throw Miss KK's link in there. Colorful Camille with 2 Ks. Throw it in there for us if you don't mind. Everybody go and sub if you ain't subbed yet.
Right.
She does a lot of makeup tutorials and stuff like that. So it's not quite the food game, but she does some good stuff on there too. Okay, we got a timeout. Can't tolerate timeout.
We're up to 2.
Oh, we got two super chats.
Yeah, we have Tom's Food Factory, who said his son is a roughneck also. Actually, I felt the disturbance when he went by about an hour north of me on I-90 last year. And Mike
Montoya dropped his traditional 29.
His 29 palms, $29. So,
all right, so give it up. I got my shot.
And T-Roy, just so you know, I got backups right there. It ain't empty yet, brother.
That's awesome. All right, so I just did Tom's. I'm going to do Mike's. AB, Mike Montoya is in 29 Palms, kind of out by us, a little bit further out.
Okay, yeah. Kirby had mentioned that to me. And, so when we were talking about doing something, that's just another creator on our side of the country.
Yeah,
we should be able to get together and do something.
Yeah, definitely. I think it'll definitely come out. All right, here's number 2. Whew.
Drink up, Buttercup.
I see Hobo's in the chat. I got a drink up fuckers already. So welcome, Hobo. Good to see you. All right.
Hi,
now I know you've probably answered the question before, but Mega Fred is actually in the house, and he's here a little early. Favorite music? Do you play any instruments, or you just listen? What do you listen to? What's on your radio or your phone, whatever?
Hey, I'm gonna give you one. Hey, so everybody can laugh. I played trombone when I was a kid. I played that for a while.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? And I played the piano too. I don't read music. I haven't read music in a long time, but I used to be able to hear anything and I could just mimic it.
That is very cool, man. Very cool.
Oh, hold up. AB.
Yes, sir.
I played trombone in high school. And believe it or not, when I was younger, I took piano lessons also.
Is that right?
So I can't tickle the ivories anymore, but I guarantee you what, you give me the bone back in my hand, I'll rock it out.
Right. I see Brian from Mad Horse Barbecue said he played trombone for 9 years. Whew.
Hey, some of the best people in the world are old boners. Let me tell you.
Hey. So let me set this up for you. So okay, I'm from LA. Listen, I'm from South Central LA. I went to a school called Horseman Junior High School. That was everybody in LA know that school to be what we call gladiator school. You know what I mean? Hey, that's where you went to go get your stripes. Just imagine me there walking around with a trombone case, trying to keep it real for all my real buddies. You know what I mean? Hey, so it was a challenge, but luckily I was bigger than everybody else and I had a cold left hook. You know what I mean? So that kind of got me through junior high and high school.
Dude, that is freaking awesome. I grew up in Orange County, so I can't even begin to act like I'm from freaking LA. I grew up in Orange County, but I know South Central. I'm a big SC fan. We used to go there all the time. I know the areas, and I know I could visualize a young Mr. AB rolling in the hood, carrying his black trombone case.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh, Miss J just dropped a $20 super chat to my fam and beautiful Nisi KK.
Oh,
thank you, Miss J. You're a sweetheart. Again, I know you don't want thanks for the prayers, but I appreciate you, Miss J.
Hey, CJ?
Yeah, man.
Speaking of Miss J, for all those that are in the chat that do not know, CJ and Mrs. CJ got the best news they could ask for yesterday. So for all of you that have been out there saying a prayer for Grady, cheers and thank you. Congratulations, CJ, Mrs. CJ, and the whole family, especially Grady.
Cheers, guys. Appreciate you. Guys,
asshole had me crying like a little girl yesterday.
Yeah. Sorry, AB. Give me a second. I want to say thank you to everybody. You know, it was a tough time. It's nice to see him back to normal. He actually went back to school today, and he's been off for 4 months, 3 months, whatever. So it's good. It's good to see him back. It's good to see a little relief on Miss CJ. She has, had a couple tears here and there, letting the emotions out. Yesterday, we get kind of personal on this thing. So I felt like I wanted to do that little video and share it with you guys because y'all kind of been on the journey with me, and I've even brought Grady in here a couple times, and so I really appreciate you guys all being there and all supporting, and that video was meant just to do what it did, and hopefully get people to smile. Hobo, I just saw it too. You're killing me. It's to see, it's some good news. There's not enough good news out there. There's a lot of bullshit going on in the country, and this is just pure good old fashioned good news. Kid beat cancer, and I wanted to share it with everybody. So if I put it on YouTube, I put it on Facebook. Y'all want to share it on your page? Just share it. Just let people know that there's still some good stuff going on. And again, this is probably the last I'll talk about it right now. But thank you guys all for the support and love. The community is great. I appreciate y'all, and we'll turn it around. Sorry, Hobo, for bringing it down a little bit. All right,
he can blame me. I don't give a shit.
All right, guys. Before we go back over to Kent, I want to say one thing to AB. Thank you for your service. I'm sorry, I usually do it at the beginning, but Kent kind of introduced you. AB is a veteran from Army, so I always like to acknowledge that the vets that come on, and so thank you for your service, brother.
No, you know what? You know what? No need to say that, but hey, you're welcome. And just hearing you say that, and knowing this community right here, what I learned a lot about myself these last, I'm gonna say about the last 14 years. You know what I mean? I've been like, I guess I wasn't in tune with myself, but now that I'm letting people in my, into my world and things like that, I'm finding out a lot about myself, and just hearing that, and then looking at the community response, man, it's just awesome. So my prayers go out to your son, your family. I feel it. I know you're real. You welcome me to your home. Hey, I really don't know what to say. I'm just trying to say, hey, thank you to everybody, especially you and your family, but even to the people that's in the chat out here. This is just like awesome. There's no other platform or no other way I would think that we would ever come across and meet one another, you know what I mean, in our daily walk of life. YouTube has done a lot. And I hear a lot of people talk about YouTube and the bad of it, but it's so much good, And hey, before I start having to do this with my eyes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just, hey, thank you to everybody. Hey, I love this community, and that's what it is.
Yeah. Kent almost got me right now, but I think I choked him back enough. All right. We had a hot. As we were chatting, we had a lot of people hop in the chat. So I'm gonna shout out the last few people. Chef Johnny, which I know we're gonna talk about that too. Your little trip out to Texas at Chef Johnny's place. Big Cat 305 is in there. Tom's Food Factory, obviously with the super chop. Eats with Fifi. That's a new one for me. Obviously, Miss J. General Diamond's in there. John from 1984 Barbecue. King Kill Bosses in the house. I love that name too. James from Amen and Claim 'em. What's up, YouTube peeps and barbecue freaks? How you doing? Let's see here. Chicken Fried Barbecue. Bill. Shane. Never Trust a Skinny Chef is in there.
About time he shows up.
Let's see here. Jamie Stabler. How you doing? Brother Daryl from Bad Beast Barbecue. How you doing? Steve from Not Another Cooking Show, who I noticed on his social media today, is going to be giving away a booze block cutting board. I hope to win that. I love booze block.
No.
No, you're winning.
He won't pick me anyway.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Brock's in the house. Rowley Smoke, Hobie's Garage Barbecue. And Big Rob D. All right, I think I caught everybody up in there. I think we had Hobo said I love booze too. Different kind of booze, Hobo. All right, guys. Let's start again. If you guys have any questions, ask it in the chat at Daddy Dutch Barbecue. I know you already have a couple already, so Dutch, why don't you take it over and ask a couple questions and send it on back.
All right. The last one was from Jim at Suburban. He says, will you rub Shane's head for luck for me? Jim, I was actually with Shane yesterday. Had an amazing time. Him and Cupcake Krista are awesome hosts. And I think actually Shane's big dog, Jack, which was the name of our dog that we had to put down last week, was good therapy for my son. You get a Rottweiler that's 12 months old that outweighs my 12-year-old son, but they had a ball together. So, no, I'm not with Shane today. I got home about 11 o'clock or back to the resort 11 o'clock last night. But a great time. And Shane, please tell the other CJ again, thank you. That's the guy who brought out his swamp boat, his airboat, and we played whack-a-mole. We hit Shane and I hit about a 10 to 12 foot gator.
That is insane.
Oh yeah, it was awesome. If you've never been on an airboat, get on one. I'm telling you.
That looked like so much fun. They sent us little clips and little Facebook Messenger, and that was it looked hilarious.
There's going to be more to follow, both from my channel and Shane. So for anybody in the chat, if you don't know, Never Trust a Skinny Chef Shane, sub him, please. He's a great guy. And if you're in Central Florida, I'm in Orlando right now. I guarantee you it's worth the hour-and-a-half trip to go meet this guy. I mean, they are so awesome. So, all right. I don't have oh, wait, I missed one. Get back here. Yeah, CAD. God damn it. Stop that. Ask AB when we're going to do a Rec Tech collaboration. And that comes from Daryl at Bad Beast Barbecue.
Hey, that's a good question. I feel like I'm gonna be calling you tomorrow. You know what I mean? So, hey, Daryl, we can talk about it, and we can do it as soon as possible. As soon as I get home, you know, I'm trying to bring the grilling. So, just for everybody in here, so you guys can hear it come out of my mouth. I had a chance to meet T. Roy, Chicken Fried Barbecue. Who else did I meet? We was at Chef Johnny. We was at Chef Johnny. That's right. James from Aim 'em and Claim 'em. And it was a couple of other cats there. I want to say his name. One of the channel names was Bearded Texas or Texas Bearded Adventures.
Bearded Adventures.
Yeah.
B1.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Right.
And then we, you know, I wanted everybody to hear it out of my mouth. You know what I mean? I know I got a channel called Smokin Grillin Wit AB. And you know what? When you look at my page, it's like 99.1%, you know, cooking in the kitchen and stuff like that. So I'm getting ready to own up to my name. I got a couple of little ventures, you know, starting off with like an insulated smoker. So whenever that's ready, you guys will be seeing that. But I'm getting ready to smash it. So Daryl, he's part of that plan too. I want to own up to using my pellet grill. I love my Rectech grill. So Daryl, I know I gave a long answer. When we gonna do it? We finna start and talk about it tomorrow.
Chef just put in the chat that Rick Galindo, Rick's Barbecue in Blackstone was there also.
Oh yeah. What was your channel name again?
Rick's let me find it. Rick's
Barbecue in Blackstone.
I recognize his name more as Rick Galindo because from Chef's lives on Wednesday night. But yeah, Rick's Barbecue in Blackstone. So he seems like a good dude.
Actually, he is. Everybody was cool. You know what? The funny thing is when Kirby and I, because you know Kirby came out and he went to the meet. So when we got out of the truck, me and Kirby was like nervous. You know what I mean? We were walking up and we could see everybody looking at us, and we felt like we were just like walking the Green Mile or something, you know. And then you know, just to see everybody, it was almost like looking at a video that was real, like an interactive video. You know what I mean? T-Roy, he the exact same. The way you see him in his videos, that's how he is in real life. He just turned that smile on. You know what I mean? He was like, you got it? You know what I mean? Hey, he had all the jokes. And then, you know, Chef Johnny's, hey, Chef, I know you're in here. I'm going to start calling you Professor, bro. You know what I mean? Because he loved to explain. And listen, I'm like a sponge. When he talked, him and James, you know, James did the same thing. They kind of like, I kept my mouth shut, you know what I mean? I went with a notepad just to absorb all of the knowledge. So I told them when we got out of the truck that side of his kitchen was like super heavy. We felt like, man, we was like walking up this tall mountain to go meet these kings.
Dude, that is awesome. I was telling Dutch about this too. I was so jealous of you guys going out there. I'm jealous of Kent going to Florida like you did. I want to travel, man. I want to meet up with these guys. I even want to go to Iowa to see Kent, you know, and no one wants to go to Iowa. So,
well, hey, you got to go see Aunt Steph on your way by.
Yeah. I go see my aunt out there. So,
I'm the excuse for the day layover to go see Aunt Steph. Come on now. I know better than that.
AB, I was wondering where my text was. I would have flown with you. I would have came out there.
Hey, my bad. Hey, I'll tell you what. Listen, let's put together a trip. I mentioned this to Kirby. Let's put something together for. I don't know. It's kind of hard for my job is a little different, but I was thinking about doing something like 30 days. Maybe we can do something for like 15 days. You know what I mean? Just get a diesel pusher. Let's rent one, jump in, and just travel it all the way to Louisiana and back.
That's I'm with it, man. Josh and
I've been on board from day one as everybody meeting in October, center of the country. Everybody meeting at the Royal in Kansas City in early October.
I'm with that. Josh and Babe, we've talked about flying to Dallas or Houston, whatever the main hub out there is, and renting motorhome and just driving all around that area. Hit Louisiana, go up north a little bit. It's just you talk about 15 days or whatever. Trying to get the time to do all that, that's right. The challenge.
Right.
I want to go so bad, but with all these kids and work, sports, and all that jazz, it's a tough one for sure. And, Hobo said, Keith Bettag does a Labor Day party every year, and I would love to get out there. Oh, sorry. It's not the same, Kent. Daryl, thank you for the $2 super chat, brother. I appreciate you, man. Flip a pin. I'm gonna do it. All right.
My job.
All right, go back to your questions.
All right. Actually, I just got a couple statements left right now for AB, and it's from T-Roy, Chef, and James. T-Roy says he had a great time meeting you this weekend. Chef thought it was a fantastic time, and James said it's one of the best guacamoles he's ever ate.
Oh, you know what? That goes out to Kirby. You know what? I don't even like guacamole like that, but after everybody was talking about how good it is and all of that, I said, let me try it. And you know what? I really thought I was going out on a limb eating guacamole on top of some steak. But after having it like that, I mean, I might have to do it. But I want to say this, Kirby, if you out there or you watch the replay or whatever, hey, that was outstanding. Hey, hands down, that dude makes a great. And it take a lot for me to just be out there like that and say that. That dude makes an excellent guacamole.
Right on. Hey, you see that from Keith Bettag?
This might be his last Labor Day extravaganza. He said that earlier.
All right, I'm gonna check out that video. I sorry I haven't a chance to check it out, but you know what? I got to make one of these things. Kent, you should too. I'm just saying.
Well, you know, CJ,
you're coming with me. I'm picking you up. Let's go.
Let's do it.
All right, pick me up in your Prius. We'll shove Josh in the trunk, and you and I'll drink while baby's driving.
All right, we got this. All right,
I'll be right back.
You got any more questions?
No, I'm done for right now. I'll be right back.
All right, guys. If you have any more questions, make sure you put it in the chat. This is not going to be the normal questions that I always ask. You know, we know we know quite a bit about AB already. So if you don't see the normal like Mount Rushmore question, don't stress out. Check out Hobo's channel. He's probably already answered it. All right, a couple more people I saw jumped in there. Smoking barbecues, tips, and recipes. He's another Orange County guy, so he'll be definitely in for the SoCal meetup, I think. Just Eight's in there, Maria's in there, Smokehouse Barbecue, and the real Joey B. Welcome, everybody. Thank you all for being here. Let's see here. Yeah, I feel Terry. Sorry, we're killing you. We're jumping around quite a bit today, but just the way we roll. It's not always scripted. All right, so you kind of alluded to, your name is Smokin and Grillin, but you're making deviled eggs in the kitchen. And I've noticed it, but it's just the way your role is. I don't care. But have you thought about the direction of your channel or a name change, or you gonna stay with Smokin and Grillin and get back out on the grill?
Yes. I thought about it. And I'm not changing my name. I thought about it. I really gave it a real consideration about changing my name, but I'm gonna just do it. You know what? Maybe I'll add like cooking onto it. I'll leave my name the same the way it is, but maybe just add like in my banner and then in my intros, I might just add and cooking also. To be honest with you, that's my passion. That's what I love to do. Cooking is just something that I've done since my mother was working. She worked all my life, so. My mother, it all started when she bought me a cookbook. She bought me this little junior cookbook, and I started cooking everything in that. So that, I just know how to cook. But what gets me geeked up is to go outside and be on the grill, And then I got to say something else to Chef Johnny. When I first went out, I met Chef Johnny maybe a couple of weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks before the big meetup that we just did. And he was asking me a bunch of questions. He was like, okay, he was just, picking my brain and asked me about, see what knowledge I had of the grill. And so when he was asking me and I was telling him, what I do and all that stuff, he said, well, that's right. You got it. But he asked me why. And I could never, ever tell him why, because it was just handed down. Actually, my mother taught me how to grill, if you guys want to know. And it just happened to be the right way. But being with somebody that has that culinary knowledge, you know what I mean? He could tell me why heat does what this does and what it does to the actual meat. And just understanding the process, Okay, so look, we'll just call that the first semester. And then when I get out here and meet T-Roy, Rick, and everybody else, James and all of that, they just like, that was my second semester. And just watching James, what he was talking about, that bark setting and all of that. Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, and I don't want to say like I knew before. Hey, just watching him, hit the bark and stuff like that. I didn't ever do that. I just look at it and I knew it was right, then I did it. And I just been successful that way. But just, getting that knowledge from everybody just like opened my mind's wide open. And I can see it's got Kirby mind wide open because he just went and got him an offset grill. He ain't even been off the train 48 hours yet. And he already done got him an offset and he off to the races. You know what I mean? So, hey, you guys, man, that's what you guys did. You guys inspired us to go ahead and just, take it serious. So,
yeah, it's funny. It's just watching you guys doing that. I almost went and bought an offset grill this last weekend. So it just pumped me up just to watch you guys. I wish you would have done more lives and more videos, man. It was so good. Kent, they're saying we missed the shot for Brian.
Yes, we did. 24.99, if I remember. Hey, cheers, Brian, because you're a Vikings fan, the bottom of the cup for you.
That's awesome.
Sorry, it was Shane's grill, not mine.
Terry started cooking in grade school. My first cookbook was a Disney cookbook. Loved it. That's awesome. Thank you for that super chat. That's awesome. But hey, that's so freaking cool. Disney cookbook. I have to look for that one. That's awesome.
Hold up. Terry throws one more super chat out there. We're gonna owe her a shot too because that's like her third or fourth super chat, but they're in smaller increments. I'm sure Booger's adding it up in her head. We would owe Terry at least that much. As AD knows, Terry's a big supporter. You gotta love her.
Yeah, she's all over that the battle.
For sure. Can I add to that?
Yes, sir.
Well, Terry, ever since she heard me mention in Ballad of the Kitchens about Franklin's, from day one, she was like, "Hey, we gotta go. And we finally did go. And I went ahead and went out there, met her and her husband. Hey, and you're talking about just some lively, just outstanding people. And I'm going to keep it real. She kept talking to me about making a banana pudding. She didn't know this. And I was just saying, okay, I was going to make a banana pudding, but I hate banana pudding. I ate it so much when I was a kid. I didn't want to eat it no more. You know what I mean? I never even wanted to see another one, to be honest with you. And then she kept talking about it. She was all geeked up about it and all that. She said, okay, I got my ingredients and I'm going to bring it to Franklin's. She brought it out. You know what I mean? But of course, I'm going to be cordial and I'm going to taste it. And when I tasted it, I probably ate 3/4 of it. I probably ate half of it that day in Franklin's. And then I was being selfish and I brought it back to my hotel and I killed off almost the second half. It just, hey, she makes an excellent, and check this out. And I got her recipe. What did I tell you?
Snap. That's awesome. I love banana pudding pie like that. So I'm looking for it. I've already been chatting with her too, because we've been talking about going out to Texas for a while. And I'm definitely hitting up Franklin's with Terry and her husband too.
James just put, he hates banana pudding pie. It says blasphemy. I will take banana pudding pie over apple pie any day of the week. Any day.
All right,
James,
so
I'll make you the best apple I can. You bake me the best banana you can. We'll swap, brother.
That's awesome. Well, Terry just put another super chat in there, so let's give it up to Terry. Cheers, my friend.
Thanks, Terry.
Good stuff. All right, Dan's Outdoor Cooking, another featured guest. How you doing, Dan? Good to see you. All right. So let's talk about, the smoking and grilling part of this. What's your favorite thing to cook on? I know you got the red tag. I know you got some the kettles out there. What do you like standing in front of outside?
Oh, that'll be easy, because when you get a Rectech, when you get a pellet grill, there is no standing in front of.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I mean? So listen, it'll be my Weber kettle grill. And then Christy, I know you in here. I know you're tired of hearing me say this, but I got that red one because I saw hers. When I saw it, I said, I gotta have one. Hey, you know what? That red did something to me, and from then on. Hey, another thing I want to say, hey, thank you, Christy, because I know all of you guys in this community because of Christy, because she reached out to me when I first started my channel about joining the Facebook group, and from there on, I developed relationships with everybody, and that was the start. You know what? So for Christy, I'm gonna go ahead and spoil it. I hope the hot seat don't get mad. But I read your comment. I saw you put it in there twice. You said, "Who's my favorite?" You said, "Ask AB, who's my favorite redhead?" Of course, that'll be you, Christy.
I think she's everybody's favorite redhead.
Right.
No, wait.
Who am I missing?
Second favorite redhead in my book. Mrs. Dutch is my favorite redhead. I'm sorry.
Fair enough.
I got to be part.
Hey,
Christy, it's 1 and 1A, darling. I'm telling you. You might bump up to 1 if you include Lloyd.
Oh yeah, if you bring Lloyd into the equation,
Lloyd's like that sauce on the top.
Oh yeah, he's a good. He's definitely the frosting on that cake, baby.
Oh yeah.
Hey, I see we got some more royalty in the house. We got Phil and Florence. How you doing, Piff? Good to see you in there. We also got another super shot from Daryl from Bad Beast Barbecue. Brother Daryl, cheers, man. We got to have some Crown Royal together one of these days and a couple cigars. So cheers, brother.
Yeah, my oldest son, you guys met pre-show. He's like, Dad, I got us a couple of cigars.
All right.
I'm like, yeah, bring them out. Just don't let Kathy be around.
Right on.
Yeah, I'd end up a eunuch if I put a stogie in my mouth again. But since she can't, Bill Clinton thing, she can't get upset if I don't inhale, right?
Definitely. See, over 50 and Fantabulous is in the house. Kiana's Kitchen is in the house. Cooking with Tovia's in there. And let's see, Big Al's in the house. He just subscribed to you, AB. You say appreciate us sending them your way. So
thank you. I appreciate that.
Definitely.
Thank you and welcome.
Kiwana's Kitchen, the other KK in our lives. How you doing? All right. Let's talk a little bit about Battle of the Kitchens. I was on it. I lost the second round. I hate myself for losing. I think J-Mac cheated. He obviously had the boy band good looks, and I can't compete with that. So he definitely won the ladies. And by the way, J-Mac just canceled on our hot seat interview. He has to go out of town. He's scheduled for the 30th, and he had to cancel. So J-Mac is about ready to catch a beat down in my book. He beats me in good book, and then he leaves Hold
on. J-Mac already got a beat down.
Yeah, you beat him. Yeah, good job. Let's see, what's for dinner? What's going on in there? All right, so how did you come up with Battle of the Kitchens? What's been successful about it? What have you learned from it? Kind of go on that.
All right. Actually, how I came up with it, Colorful Camille came up with the idea. She told me that when I was working out in Maryland. I was looking to do something different. To know me and know my personality, I can't do the same old. You know what I mean? I push the envelope. Those of you guys know that I drive a race car. That's what makes me so good. You gotta have a little. Some people call it, I don't know. Some people say I'm arrogant or something like that sometimes, but you gotta have that. You gotta have that in you to push it. And Colorful Camille, she kind of like keeps me rooted. You know what I mean? I get bored with stuff kind of quick too, so I just like to change. I don't like to do the same old. And so that's how. And then I got to give some credit to Jay Wade, because it was he and I that came up with the whole format on how to even set it up to have the two screens on there. That was just something me and him did. And a lot of that was him. It's probably 60-40, but listen, we did. And, I just like to be an envelope pusher. You know what I mean? So come up with the show, and I like the show. And then I listen to all the different, I read all of the comments and things like that. I've heard all of the people say stuff like, It's not they say it's not a real food competition because you can't taste it. It's a popularity contest. So you guys in here, I'm gonna give you a piece of, I usually don't say nothing, because this is a free country. Everybody is entitled to, think and say what they want to say. But when you say it's a popularity contest, when I see a channel that only has 700, 800, or 900 subscribers, and they beat a large YouTube channel, you know what I mean? I don't think that there's really a popularity. That takes that away, if you ask me. And the fact that you guys got to remember, I know I'm hosting it on my show. So a lot of the people that's in there, they're in there that are subscribed to my channel, and they're there to see two different channels compete, and they actually vote. So what I learned is you can't make everybody happy. You know what I mean? You just got to set the helm, set the steering wheel in one direction, and you just got to roll with it, learn from it, and then, make your adjustments, for second season. Go ahead, Kent. You want to say something?
Yes, sir, I do. When I got into your competition, I talked to Kirby. I'm like, dude, I'm screwed. I'm going up first round soul food cooking, 55,000 subs. I'm like, oh, I won the first round. I was like, oh, that was cool. All right, we're done. And I will honestly say that I could have lost the first round. I wouldn't have given a shit. It's one of the funnest competitions I've been in. It is. I congratulate you guys for a great idea. And, I think going forward, the second year, third year, everything, it's going to just evolve and get even better. I've had such a great time doing it. And Kevin and Lockett's Kitchen Grill, about 8-9 days from now, we'll go for the finals. And of course, like anybody else, I want to win. But if I don't win, I'm all right with that. It's a great format you've come up with. And like you said, with your subscribers, there's going to be a lot of your subscribers on there. And Kevin's a newer, younger channel. I'm a smaller channel. I've been around a year and a half, at 900 subs now. And if nothing else, it is great exposure for our channels on yours. So, for me personally, I think we should be thanking you for, giving us the opportunity to be exposed more and grow more. And I love the idea. I congratulate you guys for the idea. Kirby needs to step up his game a little bit. I haven't seen him in the chat yet. He needs to step up on that co-hosting thing. Maybe I should give him some pointers. I don't know.
I love it, dude.
You know what? Hey, you know what? Thank you, Kent, for saying that. In the very beginning, that's what it was about. And some people ask me, they've told me like, hey, you reaping the benefit and all of that. I said, really, it's anybody that competes on the show, they're reaping the benefit. So I would think, because the people that subscribe to my channel, it's an opportunity for them to see other channels that they might not ever come across, and might find a different style or different recipes and things like that. So it's, I think it's a win-win for everybody.
Okay. Speaking of that, I have a quick question for you from Soul Food Cooking. Question for AB. What video did you think would be the most difficult to make?
Oh.
I have my answer.
Man, do you?
And that was cooking against soul food. That was my most hardest one in the Battle of the Kitchens.
Let me go back and
what video was most difficult to make, AB?
Man, I really don't know that. Oh, you know what? I'll just say this. All right, everything that I make, I don't know. I don't think none of them are really difficult. The only thing that I can think of that was difficult for me was I went live one time. It wasn't a video, but I went live, and I got so caught up in the talking to everybody in the chat, and I was so happy that my first pork chop turned out amazing that I forgot I was cooking another one. And then my wife, she came out and told me, she was behind the scenes. She said, she was whispering, don't forget about the pork chop. You know what I mean? And so when I picked it up to look at the bottom of it, it was completely black. You know what I mean? I'm gonna say, you know what? Not so much as the videos are difficult, but just cooking live is just is real. You know what I mean? Those are difficult for me. You know, but I want to do them, and I can't wait. I'm making some plans right now to start getting my lives together. You know, start doing them more frequently. I'm sorry, soul food cooking. I can't even think, man. You talking now? I feel like I'm sweating off of that question. I want to like.
Are you talking about your overall channel, AB, or the hardest cook on the Battle of the Kitchens?
Oh, you know what? I thought she meant. I thought they were asking, or maybe they need to clarify because I was thinking.
Let's clarify that one. I think she's talking about the hardest cook on the, or it's Robert or Barbara, whatever. The hardest cook on the Battle of the Kitchens. What would be the hardest thing to cook live, like you set up? I think. But
well, I'll just answer that one.
Yeah.
I'll just you know that smothered pork chop. I knew that was going to be difficult because if you didn't, you know, the presentation is everything. That's what the show is all about. So I knew that was going to be pretty tough.
Well, they just clarified. They meant your channel.
Okay.
They meant the entire channel. So you made a sweat for anything.
Okay.
Put your arms down.
Am I not here? Is that not my job?
It's too early for this.
Son of a.
All right.
Sorry, AB.
No problem.
Terry says she guessed that one spot on live vlogs. Thank you for the super chat again. You're too sweet. Hashtag pin flip in the house. All right. So what can we look forward to with season 2? And when do you think that's going to start up?
Season 2 is going to be at the end of the summer. So it'll be either, I'm thinking maybe, I don't want it to run into, to Christmas. So I'm thinking it'll be like either the last week of August or within the last week of August and the first 2 weeks of September. And I'm thinking about changing the date. So what my plans are, I want to go live sometime in the summer. What I want to do is I'm going to do a live drawing because there's so many people that have put their name, put an iron in the fire that said they want to do it.
Right.
It would be unfair for me to pair everybody up. You know what I mean? Just to take the mystery out of that, I think I'm just going to use a bingo wheel, assign everybody's name to a number. I'll roll it. We'll do it live. I'll take it out. We'll look on the board right there, and that's how it'll go. We'll move forward from that. I even thought about adding some more shows to it, just because of the interest, but if those are my plans, as far as when it's going to start. And I don't know, you know what? I'm going to take this whole summer though to really, really think, put my head around it and do something. I want to make it different though. It won't be the same. It's going to be just like it was, but it's going to be a little different. I don't want to say nothing yet. You know what I mean?
So you have it formulating. You don't want to give it away.
Yeah, just don't. Not as of yet. Hey, and you know what? And I thought about this too. For people that live like in SoCal, you know what I mean? Maybe we could do like a live Battle of the Kitchens. I'm gonna pick up a new camera, a 3D camera. I'm gonna do a 3D live Battle of the Kitchens. Somewhere down that way.
Right on.
You know what I mean? So I think that's gonna be hot too.
Sounds good to me. Let's see here. Kent, you got a couple questions coming in. It's tough for me.
I actually have a pretty good list.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and take it over, and then we'll come back and talk about our actual competition between each other.
All right. Since we're on the Battle of the Kitchens, topic. Bill from Chicken Fried. First of all, he wanted to say hanging out, meeting you was a great day. He said everybody felt like friends and family forever.
Oh, yeah.
But his question is, are there any voting results on Battle of the Kitchens that surprised you? Are there any where you thought one contestant clearly won, but the poll said differently?
Man, I'm gonna just say, I don't know. I don't, like I usually try to keep my heart out of it. I've learned a lot, as well as the people that's been on the show as they learn. I don't know, but I haven't been shocked with that. I look at it. I'm gonna say the last 6 shows, those have been the toughest. And they came down to the wire. And I'm not gonna lie. If you're asking me, I'm gonna give you my opinion. I think that everybody in the last 6 shows, we just talking about the last 6 shows, because those were the tough ones. The last 6 shows were spot on. As far as me, if I was voting, that's probably the way I would have voted too.
Well, I tell you what, when in the consolation round, when Lep went up against Josh and Babe, we were here in Orlando, and I pulled it up, and I called my mother-in-law over, and I said, "Now, Ma," I said, "listen, I know both these two." I said, "Look at the 2 dishes and tell me which one you want to vote for." Because, they feel like friends, family, for as often as we hang out, talk. I couldn't pick one, so I said, "Mom, the one on the left, the one on the right." And she picked one. And so that's who I voted for. It was tough. It was very tough. So I agree. It's been a great competition. It really has. So
yeah,
again, thank you guys for that.
I want to add this part too. I think some, I got it. We all compete, and I'm one of the, I love to compete, and I love what Bethany said. Babe, she said she came on there to win, and she disappointed. Some people took that the wrong way. I understand it, but I mean, it has to be 2. It has to be. Listen, if it's 2 people competing, only one person is gonna move on. You know what I mean? And then I think we're getting away from this part too. You got to put that slash, and you got to remember, hey, it's just fun. You know what I mean? It's fun, and I got it. I don't compete to take second place or be runner up or nothing like that. You know what I mean? But I take my lashes. You know what I mean? I learn from them, and then I come back 3 times as hard. You know what I mean?
My only thing is, in the finals, AB, and I'm going to say this in your terms, I just hope I don't red light.
Hey.
All right. Hey, I'm a racing guy too.
Hey, I love it. You ain't got to explain nothing.
You're 1320 or 1,000 straight. Mine makes a bunch of left-hand turns. I just don't want a red light in the finals,
Yeah, that's it. Hey, and we saw Lockett in here earlier. He in here, he lurking, and I got it. I'm gonna get out of the way in case y'all want to do your little WWE SmackDown talk or whatever.
Man, they're all too nice. They're not gonna talk shit. They're
Dude,
too nice.
that AB, that's not my style. I let loose a little bit with Shane live on his channel, feeding off Shane, having a bunch of fun. But all in all, I'm just a laid back Midwest guy. So I'm not a smack talker. I don't do that shit.
Yeah. You know what?
CJ, then I lay the hammer down. But hey, sorry, nothing about that, brother.
And I gotta tell you, hey, with when I won the first one, I believe I got cocky as hell. Like I'll be the first to admit, I was just like, oh shit, this is no brainer. I just won 80-20 or whatever. I'm the shit. And then the next week I had 8 weeks between the next one, and I burnt myself. I damn near cut myself. I got nervous again, and it was I had a little too much hubris, I guess you'd say. So I definitely want to get, I want to try again because I'm competitive, but shit, that is hardcore. And you guys talk about it every week. To cook live is it's damn hard. It is damn hard. So just keep that in mind watching.
Yes, I will tell you one thing. There hasn't been 1 week I haven't been nervous as shit going into.
Yep.
And you know what? It's kind of a good thing.
Right.
It makes you focus. I've had my wife run the camera for me and my 12-year-old do it twice. And
it has become, at least for our community, must-see TV. Like it really has. Not to take something from Channel 4 NBC, but it has become there's been a couple nights that I've had date night and we've been out and I had my phone down low. I've been at a painting. We took all the kids to one of the the paint picture painter thing. I was watching it in the background. Like, it is really, you've done something good there, man. I know there's kinks to be worked out for sure, but there is a good thing going on for sure.
I'll throw it at AB this way. My dad used to be a car salesman. He says you never buy the first year model of the car. Ford tried bringing out the Probe to replace the Mustang back in the 80s. You never bought the first model year car because they haven't worked out all the bugs. So this is AB. This is his Probe. The second year is going to be better. The third year is going to be better. That's just the way it works. I'm not saying this year was bad by any means, but it's just going to keep climbing up and getting better from here.
Yeah, you know what? I hope so. And you know what? I wanted to say this. You know what? The show takes input from all you guys. You know what I mean? If you guys got ideas and think that it would be better, things that would make the show better, then I'm open for it. Other than that, it's just myself, my family, and that includes Kirby, and we just trying to figure it out and bring the best product. Well, not the best product, bring the best entertaining show, and keep it fun, And then I understand a lot of people don't want to bring I think some people think they don't want to put their reputation on it. But if it was a show and you was doing it, bro, I'd be on there. I don't care if I had 1 million subscribers. You knock me off, you knock me off. You know what I mean? But it is what it is.
Cooking, for like the family, or cooking on the stove, or cooking out back, or whatever. And then there's a different, the difference of cooking in front of people, live, whatever. And I know I'm not saying something funny. What's so funny?
No, I'm reading the chats.
I agree.
Somebody said, yeah, I agree. The Probe sucked.
So anyway, I think it doesn't matter. Like, you're right. 1 million subscribers is not going to look down on you because you lost in a live competition, late at night trying to make something up. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
You put yourself out there, but we put ourselves out here all the time.
Exactly.
We do it live, we do it, edited, whatever. So I think if you're worried about your reputation by coming on this thing, don't. That's my opinion. Don't worry about the reputation. Just get in there, have some fun. I tried to have fun with it. Even though I lost the second round, I tried to have fun. I had fun. I had people here. I had people, come visit. I liked having the people in the background. So it's a good time. So anyway, go ahead, Kent. You got any more to add to that?
Yeah, I got a list of stuff for AB here.
All right, well, good.
So
Kent, let me just say this. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I would love to be on the show myself. I've been trying to figure out how could I do that. I want to.
You know what? I think we got a way to do that.
Oh yeah.
You're gonna have a crutch, and your crutch's name is Kirby.
Oh no, that's my ace in the hole.
Oh no.
Well, here's the deal. Hey, let me interject. AB, you draw your own name for season 2. I will come on and host it, and you can cook, and we'll see how you do. And we'll bring Kent in too, of course, because he's the good looks. He's the eye candy.
Hey, you know what? You might be onto something though. You know, I just, you know what? But here's the thing. I don't know how it would be. It couldn't. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. So what I thought about is, if you don't mind me saying, should we talk about it now, or should we just wait and get into it later on?
Let's let Kent ask the questions from the chat. That way, we keep the chat in there.
Okay.
We're Jason just reminded me that we got an hour. We're an hour in already. You still going strong? You cool?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, cool. Let's see here. All right, Kent, go ahead, buddy. Ask those questions right quick.
First comment I have is from we're gonna have a little noise here. Mrs. Dutch and my mother-in-law are just walking in from hanging out at the pool. So $10 super chats. We can get you some bikini shots, people. Just kidding. My mother-in-law won't do it for that. At a zero, maybe. T-Roy said, AB, your ribeye at Chef Johnny's place was amazing. But what does it take to cook a first place ribeye?
Well, I'm going to just say this. This is how I went. For those of you guys that follow me on Instagram, I was able to, I had McCormick's grill mates. They sent me out some seasonings, because I had them in my in one of my pictures. And so what I did was I took them out with me. Hello. I took them out. That's my camera lady. I took the seasonings out with me. And when I met T-Roy and we got to talking, and I wanted to get T-Roy on film, and I could just see how big his arm was. It looked like he could flip a steak. I decided to go with Team T-Roy, and he actually went ahead and grilled, and we had a little cook-off. And then I will say this, T-Roy, hey, thank you, bro, because the ABs, where is it at right here? This Montreal Grill Mates seasoning right here. That's T-Roy's big arm with that flip, we won that day. So we won the best steak out of all of the barbecuers out there, all of the grillers and all of that. So that you want to know what it takes to win, put T-Roy on your team. Hey, no offense. Hey, Chicken Fried Barbecue and James and Emil McClain, you know what I mean? No offense. I will say this though. Be like, hey, listen, Chicken Fried Barbecue, me and him had talked about doing something. We was gonna smoke a steak. That probably would have been hands down in the winter, but we didn't have no time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, T-Roy on your side's always that's always a game changer the way I see it. So you can't go wrong with Troy. He does cook responsibly.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
All right. I think it would be Judy Ann on here from Just 8. Wants to know, AB, your best advice to a new YouTube channel.
Man, I got about 10 things, but I'm gonna say this one. And I think this is the most, well, I'm gonna say a couple of things. I'll just say this one. Everybody heard me talk about thumbnails or whatever. Gotta win the click war. But I think for a person that's starting YouTube and you're trying to grow your channel, you got to take your heart out of it and you got to make videos that are being searched, not videos that you want to make. So that causes us to go in a whole bunch of different directions, but that's what you have to do to separate yourself so that people that are looking for something, and that puts your videos in that playing field. And I'll just say it like that. I think that's really, 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 really important. When I first got started, I was doing all kind of stuff, things that I wanted to do. And when it's not in season, nobody looking for it. you know. So then once I figured that part out and I started making videos that people are searching, and actually what people are searching, and by the season, that decides what video I'm gonna make. So a lot of this stuff that you see that I'm doing outside of AB's Cajun cuisines, that playlist, that's coming from me, from my heart, because I enjoy, you know, fooling around with that kind of stuff. But everything else that I've been doing in the last, I guess, about 4 or 5 months, I've been just, you know, being prepared for the season and, you know, doing my research.
I gotta agree with you on that. I got a buddy that Sparky Mark's Barbecue. He's not on YouTube or anything, but him and I were competing against each other, and well, we still do, and for years upon years. And he made an amazing backyard rib, which I would call Memphis style, for the fact that he didn't sauce his ribs. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And his wife kept telling him, your ribs are awesome. You don't need to sauce your ribs. And after his 4th DAL, he says, I don't understand it. I do the damn near the same thing you do. I said, Mark, around this part of the country, you have to glaze, sauce your ribs, set that sauce back on them. Yeah, but Renee says I don't need to. I said, is your fucking wife a judge? Well, no. I said, you want to cook in your backyard for your wife and please her, go ahead. But if you want to win in or place in the competition, you need to cook competition style.
Right.
And he finally got it through his head that, yeah, his goddamn wife ain't always right. You know. You have to appeal to the judges. I mean, I cook 2 different ways. Sitting here in Orlando, I cooked for one of our concierge. She's from Jamaica. She's awesome. She come to the house today, right in front of my wife, and gave me a big old hug and told me those were the best ribs she ever had. And I did them on a gas grill with the amazing smoking tube. I don't even have one of my smokers down. And she said, I chewed the bones. I said, why are you chewing the bones? She says, that's what we do in Jamaica. I'm like, well, if you enjoyed them, I said, perfect. I wouldn't cook them that way competition style, I guarantee you. So it's knowing who you're cooking for and how to cook. You know what I mean?
I do. You know, I saw soul food
videos for sure.
And you guys in here, I mean, it's a lot of knowledge in here, you know, as far as like growing a YouTube channel. It's, you know, it's a lot. You know, CJ, maybe you need to have something like that, you know, because you're getting all of us creators in here, and, you know, we all follow you, bro. You know what I mean? And then I was doing something with, I was working with Soul Food Cooking. They put on something from the group. They did like a little live,
yeah.
You know. I think we all need to get together, because I don't know everything. I can only just tell you some of the things that I've done, but you guys got things that you guys do. And I look at everybody. I might not comment, but, you know, when I have the time, you know what I mean? I look at everybody and I look at the growth. I'm a numbers freak. I do that with my job. Even though I work in construction, I track statistics. So that kind of like helps me out, you know, for all you guys out here that is trying to, you know, figure out, you know, why your channel not growing, the answer is in your YouTube analytics. And the more, I remember saying this in the beginning, man, I don't even want to learn how to edit, you know, because I tried to, you know, fool with it, and it wasn't, it seemed like it was hard. And then after I conquered that, then it was the analytics. I thought that looked like Chinese, but the answer is in your analytics, you know, and you got to learn it. And once you figure that part out, you know, once you got that part figured out, and then you do something, and you got to be consistent. That's the key too. I know this is not that type of show, but when you figure something out, you can't just put out 2 or 3 videos and then don't get the, you know, the result you're looking for. You're going to have to put out some real data in order to get it. So anyway, CJ, me and you will talk, bro. Whatever you want to do, I'm in there with you.
We did do something like that, I don't know, 3 or 4 months ago. Kent, myself, Mark from Sauce Stash, and Steve from Not Another Cooking Show. We did a little roundtable and talked about, YouTube things. We had plenty more to talk about. We had to cut it off at I think we were 2.5 hours in or 3 hours. We had to cut it off. So
I still have the notes from that show.
Me too.
There's
more I wanted to go over.
Yeah.
So maybe the next one we do, you come on, Robert comes on, because I know we tried to do the Facebook thing, and it didn't seem like there was a lot of people that jumped on that one. But I think we could definitely, provide knowledge. I want to learn more about analytics. I try to watch it as best as possible, but I know I'm not proficient in it. So I would love to learn more about it too. So I'll definitely work that out. We'll talk some more on a different night. We'll do it like a Saturday night, maybe when Battle of the Kitchens are over. We'll give everybody a week off from lives, and we'll do it here. So I think there's enough creators that follow us that will want to jump on this. We could promote it a little bit more, and we'll have a nice little round table for sure. So, all right, Kent, go with your last couple questions. We'll come back.
Okay, Maria, one of our supporters. AB, do you have any Memorial Day weekend traditions? She said hers is camping, but wants to know what yours is.
No, for the last couple of years, except for last year, I usually out of town racing my car. You know what? Since YouTube has come and racing is that's like me. Since YouTube is coming into my life, man, I don't do nothing no more. I got a perfectly working, good working car, and haven't even sat in it. I haven't sat in it in probably 8 months.
What kind of car is it?
I'll just say it's an import. I got an import car. I'll just say that.
No.
Yeah.
You driving a Prius like CJ? Oh wait, that's not an import.
Josh drives.
Yeah. Hey. I got a turbo Prius.
AB's been to my house. He knows what's in my driveway. You stop it. All right, keep going with the questions, bud.
All right. The last one is from Rick's Barbecue in Blackstone, Rick Galindo. AB, your thoughts on getting or building a UDS?
Who was that from?
Rick Galindo, Rick's Barbecue in Blackstone.
Oh,
he was the good-looking guy at Chef's house.
Yeah, look, I knew it came from there. I just knew that. Man, my response after, I first used one. Well, I didn't use one. I got a chance to observe Chef Johnny. He used it. And then when I came over there this last time with Kirby, I saw 3 drums. Man, I felt like I was in grill heaven. You know what I mean? And hey, looking at his and looking at Rick's, I think his was the orange one. After seeing that just made me drop the mic on it. We sealed the deal on that. As soon as I get home, I'm gonna call my own barrel man. You know what I mean? And move forward from that. But I'm gonna go ahead and build one. I think Kirby was talking about building one also.
Well, from my shop, it's less than a block away, and I get food grade drums with the lids and the locking rings for $5 a piece.
Nice.
Yeah. I'm gonna build a couple more. By the time I put the regular Weber 22-inch grates in there, I put 3 of them in. One on the bottom to hold the charcoal basket instead of putting feet on the charcoal basket. 2 cooking racks with 3/4-inch black iron pipe, ball valves, everything. I got right into $100 a drum. And I tell you what, them things are great for your long cooks, especially. I got a 19-inch by 19-inch by 7-inch tall charcoal basket.
Mm-hmm.
I throw a dozen lit coals in there, a couple chunks of wood, and I can run that thing at, give or take 10 degrees of 250 for 15 hours.
Nice.
So, I'm starting to fall in love with them drums. I love my kettle and I love my offset, but that old bitch is creeping into third place. You know what I mean?
Right. I just, you know what? Okay, so I give you guys this one. So when I saw it, and I saw it how how easy it was to make. In my mind, I started thinking about people that subscribe to my channel. You know what I mean? The most common grill, everybody has a kettle grill. Been around. I don't know how long it's been around. I'll just pick a year. I'll say the 70s. Might have been around longer than that, But I'm thinking, bring something else to show, people that subscribe to my channel, just, how to make it, how to use your hands, and just get us back to, just using your hands and, building something you can show everybody. And then a lot of people that's outside of the barbecue world don't even know what a UDS is.
Kevin Lockett, he's saying, AB, he says, I got the barrels for you. I saw that in the chat.
Oh, so, yeah. Okay.
There you go. Bill from Chicken Fried, he does most of his cooking on his UDSs. I mean, he's even got them labeled. Brisket, everything.
All right.
So, yeah, but I think Bill's got a little OCD, Can't cook pork on it one week and brisket the next. But, hey, his results are out there, so it's all good.
All right, you got more questions?
Done.
All right, cool.
Done for now.
Right on. All right, guys. Since Keith Bettag had to say goodnight, can one of the other moderators put the numbers for who's watching right now, who's in there? I like to see that as we go. All right, so let's talk about the real competition, the real thing going down. All right. This is big time, people. This is something y'all need to mark some calendars for as soon as we get the actual date set. But there is going to be a huge competition between AB and Kirby, Battle of the Kitchens, versus Kent and myself, the hot seat. And we're gonna do it live. And we'll have some kind of I don't know how are we gonna do that? Like, are we gonna do it with the 4 screen, or you and Kirby gonna come over and 3 of us are gonna be live and Kent's gonna be
now you all 4 coming to Iowa.
Are you gonna fly out?
Are you flying out, Kent?
No, you all 3 coming to Iowa.
Oh God.
You're gonna go across the street and cook in a cornfield. I'm gonna put you boys in my element.
So we could just reach over and grab some corn husks off and put them on the grill.
If we're gonna do that, we better do it at the end of middle of October.
Nice.
Because it just got planted last week.
Oh, well, there it is. So what are you thinking, AB? I know we talked about this, and it's definitely going to happen. And it will definitely be must-see TV for sure. But what are your thoughts on that, dude? How are we going to pump this up?
I don't know. But I first of all, I like the name. Hot seat versus Battle of the Kitchen. I mean, I think that's a hot name right there.
I think so too. I'm in. I think that I think we should have a longer time limit than 30 minutes. I think it should be at least 45. I think we should have some more than just a protein and a vegetable. I think we should do like a full-on meal. I just trying to get my thoughts together on it. What are you thinking?
Okay, if we add the time, it's got to be okay. The objective of the competition is it's not supposed to be easy. You know what I mean? It's supposed you got to bring your A game where it leaves very, very little room for error. So if you go 45 minutes, I mean we need to have 45 minutes almost worth of cook time. You know what I mean?
Have like the main course, maybe an appetizer. You have to have your appetizer done within 20 minutes. Main course, a dessert. Go ahead, Kent. What are you saying, dude?
3 courses: appetizer, entree, dessert. You got 45 minutes to cook all 3.
What do you think, AB?
I mean, I got it. I was looking at Easy Bake Barbecue. One member does protein and one does the sides. However, I mean, I like that format too. Hey, you know what? Here we go. I was talking about doing the bingo wheel. So this is where we could do this. We could all have everybody put in what they think we should make, like, you know, like a protein. Like, okay, we go to the meat. They can give up 6 meats, right? And then they can give up 12 different sides. We can go live and then we can pull, like, you know, back and forth. You know what I mean? To find out what your protein's gonna be.
Right.
You know what I mean? And like that, that'll decide what we're gonna make.
So that means we have to have 6 proteins on hand, or do the drawing the week before.
Well, you figure we'll draw 2 weeks before the actual live cook.
All right.
You know what I mean? You know, so once we find out, and then I'm thinking about this, and this is kind of like the direction I'm going with second season. Instead of always saying, hey, we're gonna make smothered pork chops, we'll just say, hey, you got pork chops, broccoli, and a potato. You make your own dish. You know what I mean? You know, I'm gonna toy around with that and see what everybody think about that. But if you like that way it's going.
AB, I'd throw out a protein group. So throw out pork. It can be chopped.
That's what you're saying. Pork.
All right.
Beef. Okay.
Starch side.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, you know what? I like that.
Leave it open to regional interpretation. You know, and just say, okay, this week is, you know, beef. You know, blah blah blah.
Right.
You know, don't make it a specific plate. Let everybody put their own spin on the beef, the potato, and the side.
Right. And then I want Jay Wade at least as one of the commentators.
Oh yeah. Hey, he would love it. Hey, that'd be perfect.
Presence when he subs for Kirby or whatever. And then let's come up with another one, maybe from, you know, the hot seat side of things. Well, if we're coming up with one from the hot seat side, they're in California, but it's her, not him. Who'd that be? That'd be Bethany. Oh, Bethany. And I'll take Bethany. Josh, I'm sorry, brother. I love you, but Bethany as a commentator, co-host, she did fit the role better. Can we get 6 screens on that thing?
We can, but everybody got to have a good connection. You know what I mean? Right. If it's me and Kirby, that'll take one of us. We don't have to. We can both be in the same.
Yeah, you guys can be in the same area.
Right.
I think I'm going to get in trouble in the chat.
Come cook at your place too. Or, you know, I could come cook at your place too.
Oh, yeah. You can do that.
You know what I'm saying? And we'll just have separate camera people. I see mom-in-law in there. That's my mother-in-law. You know how most guys say my mother-in-law drives me to drink? That lady right there buys the beer. I love it. Oh yeah, Beth. I give her hell, but I will tell you guys one thing: I had the best mother-in-law ever, and I've said it for years. I'm not saying it because we're on here, and she's standing in front of me. You can. That's my drunk wife in the pool. She'll agree too.
I can hear her laughing.
Hey, real quick, I want to shout out. We got someone from the UK in here. Kris, the Butcher and Friends, is in the chat. Everybody, if you're not subbed to Kris, click on the 3 little dots and get on his channel. I love watching that guy. He drinks big dogs of Stella, smokes cigarettes, chain smokes cigarettes while he's cooking. It's got that British love going on. You need to get on there. So do it. Hey, Sweet Smoky Joe's in the house.
Sweet Smoky Joe. What's going on, buddy?
So between these two gentlemen, they've tried your product, and I know Josh and Babe have tried your product. I'm feeling a little left out, so if anything would come my way, I'm not trying to like put you on the spot or anything, but
maybe I gotta say, Stan, Sweet Smoky Joe's, I've enjoyed the hell out of his rubs. I really have.
Yeah,
that's an understatement.
I love them too. Bad Beast Barbecue said he's talking about coming out to San Diego soon. I didn't see the whole comment, but yeah, we're a couple hours from San Diego. Real quick, like Kirby lives out that way. Marion lives out there. So Josh and Babe come out here quite a bit too. So yeah, so Stan, Sweet Smoky Joe, if you're looking for someone else to try some stuff, I'm tired of watching all my friends enjoy your beautiful rubs and spices.
Hey, Stan, remember, absence makes the heart grow fonder. So if you wait 6 months before you send it to CJ, he's going to love it even more. Just saying.
Stan, I usually don't, say stuff like that to get product, but I just love giving you some grief because everybody in my little sphere has tried your stuff. I talk to AB all the time. Obviously, Kent and I talk all the time. Josh and Babe come over here. We go over there. Come on. So, Troy said he's saying goodnight. T. Roy Cooks is the Godfather. Good night, brother. Thank you for being here. Always appreciate it, brother.
Hey, you know what? I want to say something.
Yep.
Look, it's rewinding it back a little bit. I don't know if you guys can see that. You see that right there on my phone?
Oh, it's a drum. Yeah.
Yeah. Look, Kevin. Let me make sure I say it right. Lock it. Hey, he said he got the drums. He just hit me right now and said he got the brand new drums. Let's make one.
That's awesome, man. That's a good timing right there.
Yeah.
Just don't let them sell you them plastic drums. They don't hold up to heat over 150 degrees.
Yeah. No, that ain't plastic.
Texas Mint Food, what's up? What's good, everybody? How you doing? And we just lost Kent. I think his battery died, or his mom threw the iPad in the pool behind him. So hopefully he jumps back on. All right. So we got the comp kind of under control. We'll figure out a date soon, and we'll definitely promote it and make sure you guys all know about it. I know it'll be a huge turnout for sure, and we'll make it happen for sure.
All right, good eats.
Yeah, it needs to happen for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So got a couple more questions, kind of about your channel.
What up, meathead?
He's in there. What's up, brother? How long have you had your channel?
June 17th, I make 2 years, but sometime in June, sometime in July would be, I call that my real year. That'll be 2 years, because that's when I put up my first video.
Right on. All right. So what's driven you so far? Like what you've been grinding, man. I mean, no one can dispute the fact that you're putting in tons of work on your channel, growing, whatever. What's your end result? What are you reaching out for? What are we looking for on that?
Honestly, hands down, 100%. When I started it, well, okay, two things. First, I wanted to get my barbecue sauce out there, and I thought if I started a YouTube channel and I was doing some smoking and grilling, that would do it. But quickly I found out I don't have any time to even manufacture, barbecue sauce, with my schedule. And then second thing would be, which would have been, if that was number one, 1A would have been, it's been all about the YouTube play button. I know that sounds crazy to some of y'all, but I saw that very, very early on, and I was like, I want one of them. You know what I mean? And that's what drives me. So you guys can know that I'm getting close to 100,000 subscribers. Look like the closer I get to it, the slower and slower my channel grows. But whatever, they can give it to me how they want to give it to me. If I got to walk one subscriber in a day, I'm going to get there. You know what I mean?
Hey, I'm with you on that. I would love to have that play button for sure. I am so far away from that. I'm limping my way to $5,000. I've seen your astronomical growth. I'm happy for you, man. It's so cool to see it. What is there anything that you can attribute to that growth? I know we've talked about you getting 400 or 500 subs a day, whether it's slowed down a little bit or not, but recently, what has really pushed that growth for you?
Hey, repeat that one more time. Let me think about it while you're saying it.
Okay, so you've had an astronomical growth, right? You've had 400 or 500 subs a day. What is one or two factors that you can see that are driving that growth? Is it you purely driving the analytics? Is it one or two videos that are driving you? What has really produced such crazy growth like that?
I'm gonna say it's a combination of it all. You know what I mean? I look at the whole thing as a pie. Each one of those things you talked about is just like a slice of the pie. You know what I mean? It's not complete if you take the analytics out of it. It's not complete if you don't make the right videos. You know what I mean? The pie it's just not whole. So I think you got to have a pie. It's got to be sliced how many ever ways it is, and you got to do all of those things to make it whole, and that's what helps your growth. But I'm gonna say this too. See, when you ask me them kind of things, man, hey, you got to be. I think the main thing is when I turn the camera on, what you see right there is how you see me. I don't turn into nobody else or nothing like that. I am myself when I'm on there, whether one person is watching, all the way back to when I did the 3 cats in the kitchen, when I was going live, when it was only 12 and 13 people popping in and out for 2 hours when we were cooking live. Right. But our thing was we didn't care if it was one person or it was 5,000 people in the chat. You put on a show. So the same way I am, like that, that's how I do my videos. Just, this is me. If you like me, I done been through that whole thing of like, hey, I don't want to hear that music. You know what I mean? I almost took it out. Then I was just told, you know what, do me. It's over 2 billion people that turn on YouTube every 30 days. That's 2 billion different separate accounts that go there. It's bound to be 1/1000th of them people out there that don't mind to have a little cool music in the background as I say, listen, hey, check this out. What's up? Stuff like that.
And, saying listen.
Yeah. I know. I cannot stop saying it. I try to take it out in the editing. I can't take it all out.
It does not matter. I'm the same way with like 2 other words, like awesome, all right, and okay. I say them constantly. I try to edit them out myself. Drives me up a wall, but that's how I talk. So I kind of figure, people are gonna like me. They're gonna hate on the hat. They're gonna love the hat. They're gonna talk to me. Oh, sorry, Kent's gonna put on his hat right now. Kent got himself a funny looking hat. I see, hey, the Dog Father's barbecues in the house. What's up, Alden? And then I saw Kris from Bottle Cat Barbecue. We haven't seen him in a while. Welcome. I've learned that I tried to kind of be on a little straight and narrow too when I first started. But if you're not yourself, people know you're not gonna be yourself.
Right.
You got a true fan in the chat. I gotta tell you, Barbara Alexander.
I just stopped on her. I was getting ready to say, can I say something to her?
Yeah, go ahead, bro.
No. I was just going to read that comment. You know what? Just tell her, hey, thank you. I appreciate it. You know what? So listen, when you reach out and you find people that like you and they support you, you know what I mean? Then they become like family. Like sometimes you see me say, hey, thank you, fam. I got, just certain people that they watch everything that you do and they like you and they know that you're genuine. So I just try to put my videos out. Ain't no try. I just put my videos out, be myself, you know what I mean? Answer my comments and, just try to grow my channel. But that's awesome right there. Barbara, thank you. Screaming, huh? Team AB and Kirby all the way from the LBC. Hey, she out there in Strong Beach right now.
Hey, listen, I didn't want to tell you all this, but I was actually born in Long Beach. So I don't know if that helps. My mom grew up there. She went to Long Beach, Jordan. I was born in Long Beach Memorial.
Oh, yeah.
So, I got some LBC in me.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Tight, man.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right. So is the play button the end all be all? Are you gonna shoot for the 1 million play button? You know, what's is there gonna be a time when you call it quits, or is there a time that you're gonna, you know, pass it along, whatever? Or are you just gonna keep rolling as long as you're having fun and making a little bit of cash on the side?
No, I'm going to keep going. You know what? Because now my goal is, and I got major, you know, I got big plans. You know, my plans is to put that silver play button in my outdoors kitchen. You know what I mean? So as I'm doing my lives and my videos, how cool would that be to have that play button behind me? You know what I mean? Just in the background. Hey, look, everybody's smiling right now. That's right. You know what I mean? You're talking about, hey, that's going to be an emotional day for me. You know what I mean? I said earlier, I'm learning a lot about myself, and I'm not ashamed to show it. You know what I mean? It don't change who I am. It shows that I'm a real man, you ask me. But I know that day is going to be something special.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, definitely, man. I hope that you get it while you're in SoCal. I hope that you invite me over to film that for you.
Hey,
and,
no doubt.
Great
No
way.
doubt.
Bring the root beers and it'll have a good time, man.
Oh, yeah. Bring the A&W. We finna squirt it all over the house, the whole shebang. Yeah. Hey, no worries. Hey, I tell you what. If I am blessed enough to get one, I'm not going to open it or nothing. I'm going to plan it. Kirby already knows. Kirby will be out. Everybody on the, you know, some YouTubers that are on the West Coast, we're going to do something, you know what I mean, just to, you know, have a good time, you know what I mean, and just celebrate it. And for those of you guys that had made it that way, you know, you can put your hands on it. It's something that becomes real, you know what I mean, and it's achievable. And I see everybody headed in that right direction, you know what I mean, and we just all celebrate together, you know, and go from there. Hey, and you know what? We're going to have Lockett, he going to cater the whole thing. Hey, he can't celebrate. He got to cook.
I did. Hey,
well, hey, AB, if I were lucky enough to beat Lockett's Kitchen and Grill on the final, you fly me out, I'll cater to this sumbitch.
Hey, you might be on the side.
Yeah, I think so. I've been watching Lockett's food, and you know, hey, you know what I like about Lockett's food is he makes big plates, and I'm a big man, so I could definitely get down with some big.
He's a badass cook. I will say that he's a badass cook.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, and not to talk, you know, because you guys are in competition, but I'm gonna tell you what he's done for me. Instead of me always doing the recipes and things that I know, he has taught me to think outside of the box. You know what I mean? And that's why I hold him dear to me, because now I can open up my cabinet and I can look at, I got this right here and I got this. What can I create? And I never had that until I started hanging around with him. You know what I mean? And
now,
hands down, that's it.
Where's Kevin at? I know he's SoCal too, but is he out here in the IE too?
Yeah, he's somewhere by you.
Oh, really? All right.
And he's got a bigger Blackstone than you too.
You know, so fun tangent with the Blackstone. I'm planning on shooting a video of making like a brunch burger or something like that, and I got, you know, bacon and sausage and hash brown patties, and I'm gonna make it with some gravy or whatever. And I was putting all this stuff in the cart today, and I'm thinking, on my 17-inch, there is no way all this shit is going to fit. So I'm gonna have to cook it in shifts, I guess. And that's in my head. Like, now I need a 28-inch. Now I need a 36-inch. And I can't imagine this CJ is gonna be happy about that. So
it is what it is.
Hey, just grab a second 17 and
put them together,
cook side by side. You'll be all right.
I like where your head's at. Go ahead, AB.
You got 34 inches. Well, cut surface.
Yeah, pause. Hey, I was going to tell you, you know how I met Kevin? I was at the drag strip, and I had just finished running my car, and we were towing my car back to, you know, to the pits. And so after doing that, we were driving by this gate, and somebody hollered out and said, "AB." And then my buddy, we was using a golf cart to tow my car back. We were sitting on the back, and then my buddy said, "Hey, who's that?" And I looked at him and I said, "I have no idea." And then I said, I got to know him. He said, "AB." So then we got back to the pit, put fans on my car, start cooling my motor. He walks up and he says, "Hey, bro, I watched you on YouTube, and I almost fell out, and that's how we met.
Right on.
That's cool.
It is.
Yeah, he said Eastvale. Yeah, Soul Food Cooking's from Eastvale too.
Oh yeah.
I'm driving by it all the time. My kids live in Chino, so I'm right by Eastvale too. So you guys definitely got coming for the YouTube meetup. I got Alicia from Best Bites Forever. She's coming out late July, so maybe we just have everybody come out and we just do a whole live cooking shindig. I'll let you guys know.
Okay, that sounds good.
Good deal. Well, that's cool that he recognized you. You guys were able to hook up, and it looks like we sparked him to start a channel. So that's pretty freaking cool. Yep. I know he's been chiming in on the chats, but he finally jumped in and set up a channel. So that's cool. All right, Kent, you got anything else from the chat?
You know what? The only thing I got from the chat right now is from Dogfather Elton. He says, "AB, don't give up on him next time you're in Texas. He wants to meet up with you. He missed you this time, but Elton, yeah, I tell you what, I love that dude's channel. He seems like an awesome guy. So
I agree completely.
That's right now. That's about the only comment or question I have out of the chat. If you guys have any more, please put them back in there so I can ask AB. So,
all right, cool.
There you go.
We're coming up on 2 hours now, so I'm gonna start looking to wrap it down or wrap it up. Hey, Jack Payne, thanks for showing up, brother. Sweet Smoky Joe, Stan said count us in. All right, dig it. Let's see here. Chicken. Okay, so you guys are chatting amongst yourselves. All right, I'm going to ask a couple of the normal questions I ask. All right. And this one, will probably trip you up a bit, but let's see what happens. 3 channels you watch, AB. 1 big, 1 small, and 1 you think should be bigger.
Steve from Not Another Cooking Show.
I
think he would be the one I would think that should be bigger.
I agree completely.
I watch Soul Food Cooking, and a lot of that has to do with we connected as far as me and Robert are like analytic freaks,
right?
You know what I mean? So I look at that channel; they're very, very similar to myself. And the big channel that I watch, that's like my idol. I got 2 of them. Well, really 1, and that would be Pitmaster X from overseas.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because I'm really into that outdoor kitchen that he has.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Man. And now he bought that barn.
The barn, yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
awesome.
mean, right. And that would be like the huge channel that I watch. But it's several huge channels I watch. You know what I mean? I could talk about T-Roy. You know what I mean? Hey, I got one for you. I'll say this. Maybe where somebody would have slipped in the middle would have been like James. I think James should be bigger than he is, but I understand that he's a giant in his, no matter what. He commands that presence, though. You guys got to meet him. If you guys ever get a chance to meet James from Aim 'em and Claim 'em, hey, the dude is all right. I'm not saying that everybody, everybody is the same, but I think his channel should be bigger.
Yeah, definitely. He's putting out such great knowledge too. And that's what I dig about him. His videos are real thorough. And he puts out stuff that's easy to follow along with. So definitely.
Hey, look, Texas style barbecue and cuisine says, speaking of outdoor kitchens, I know a real nice one. Yes, he does. Hey, yeah. I'm going to release that video next week.
Go ahead, bud.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I said I'm jealous of Chef's Outdoor Kitchen too. It looks really nice. I would love to do something like that back where we're at, but we'd be encroaching on the pool. Putting barbecues in the pool.
Hey, CJ,
what up?
I got to tell you one thing about it. I saw at Shane's house yesterday. A couple turnbuckles in the corner where he's got a sunshade running to the gazebo that has his Blackstone.
Right.
And Mrs. Dutch is like, we could do that here and here in the backyard. All we got to do is put in a couple standpipes, concrete them in. I'm like, okay, done. Talk me into it.
Nice. And AB, you're trying to put something together in your backyard too, right?
Yes, I'm going to. But you know what? I'm gonna build it with everybody. I'm gonna do mine live. I'm gonna build my outdoor kitchen live. It'll be a whole series.
Hey, AB, you need an old construction guy to come help you. I'm only airplane right away. I'm telling you.
Hey, I just want to let you know, man, where I'm at in life right now. I push some real work. You sure you want to be on that side? You know what I mean?
It'll be all right. Hey, I worked construction for 25 years.
Okay, hey, no problem.
Finishing concrete to framing buildings to finish work. I'm your guy, AB.
That's awesome.
All right.
I bought, you know, that little barbecue bench I have out backyard where I have the Blackstone and all that stuff.
Yes.
All the wood got wet, and it's particle board, press board anyway. So last weekend I took my boy and we bought wood that fits. I bought some slate tile to go over the top of it. So that's the start of my outdoor kitchen. You know?
Right.
Oh yeah. But I hear you there.
I was excited to go to Home Depot, buy some big slabs of wood, you know, get that the slate tile on there. So I'm excited to get that going. So I think let's see, Kris used to be Mother's Barbecue, cooking outside. Get outside and cook. I forgot what it is. He has a little setup in the back too that I like too. The wood going back and forth probably against the wall. I've been looking at doing that too. So I definitely want to put that stuff. Yeah.
I think you guys. I know everybody in here because we all got some kind of food channel. I know everybody's seen Sam, the cooking guy.
Yeah.
They pushing. Yeah. Hey, his outdoor kitchen is like immaculate.
Yeah, I agree. He had that big old Evo, cast iron thing, or one of Blackstone. I don't know what it's called, but
he's got a Cuisinart griddle.
Oh yeah.
That thing. And he's got it under the gazebo. He's got it set up back there.
They someone who turned me on to him a long time ago knew him personally and said that someone paid for his whole kitchen remodel, someone paid for the backyard, the whole bit. Just he didn't have to do it, but it's just for his show and all that. So maybe we can get, like Jimmy Q just said, maybe I can get Home Depot to sponsor my outdoor kitchen. I'll work on that, Jim.
Well, you know what? You might have better luck with Lowe's.
All right.
Because there happens to be a place in my hometown that is a sponsor of Jimmy Johnson, the NASCAR driver. We have Jimmy Johnson in town once or twice a year. Maybe I can get Lowe's to help you out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Any help?
But you're gonna have to serve Wells Blue Bunny ice cream in every episode. I'm telling you that.
I'm okay with that.
I would be too.
All right. So that's those are some very great answers. Agree with you completely. I love Pitmaster X. Our buddy Nigel from the UK has been on him to come on the hot seat. I just haven't been able to work it out, but I've reached out a couple of times. But that'd be cool to have that cat on here. But we'll see.
Hey, you know what? On what you just said right now, I know it's difficult. Because sometimes, like when my channel is getting a lot of growth, it's hard to keep up with the comments, but I do. And just hearing you say that, like it's hard to get in contact. It's probably hard to get through to him. Right. That's one of the things that I want to stay true. It's true to the subscribers and the people that watch the channel. Right. You know what I mean? You got to take time to read them. You can't just keep outsourcing. I'm not saying that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? Because the dude is obviously busy. He's a businessman, and I love everything about him. You know what I mean? But as far as where I want to go in, and a piece of advice here is just never lose your connection. You know what I mean, to the people that got you there.
Yeah, for sure. I agree completely. All right, so kind of one question I've added, I think, since you've been on. Not that we hope you're dying anytime soon or going to jail, but what would your last meal be?
My favorite meal would be smothered pork chops. You know what I mean? Smothered pork chops, some broccoli with some cheese on it, and a baked potato.
Sounds damn good to me, man. That's
Yeah,
all.
I always got that. You can ask me that at 4 o'clock in the morning. I know what I want.
Some other pork chops. Oh man. Well, when we do the YouTube meetup, maybe you should make that for us because I'd love to try it. Maybe that's something that'd be your last meal.
All right, no problem. Yeah, I'll make it in the air fryer. How's that?
All right. I got the air fryer for you, man.
All right, you do it in an air fryer. I'll do it on an offset. Stick burner.
Stick burner, huh?
Not an easy bake oven. Sorry, Jason.
All right, no problem.
That's funny. All right. I have one question for you, but I want to make sure Kent is done, and then we can wrap this thing up, and we'll do the hangout.
All right.
Kent, are you done?
The only question I have is from Cooking with Cad. And damn it, if I can't remember his boys' names. I watched this video earlier today, and I can't remember the boys' names.
I know Caleb is one of them.
Caleb and Dylan, I think. I don't think it's Dalton because that's my son's name. But anyway, Cooking with Cad. As far as AB, your what you do for work and everything. Oh, Dustin.
Yeah.
There we go. Thank you. I suck with names. I mean, AB, I think his name is Andy Bronson. I don't know. And CJ is Charles Jr. I don't know. Josh, well, his name's Jackass. But
man, ask the question.
All right. Do you, AB? He's wanting to know: do you have anything to do with solar power at all, or are you pipe gas fitting?
I do it all. I've been caught up in solar for the last, I don't know, 2 years ago I was in solar for about 5 years. So yeah, I do both solar, power plant, and oil and gas.
Cool.
All right. There you go, young men, Caleb and Dustin, and that is all I have for questions right now.
Right.
So,
all right. So before we say goodbye, I'm gonna ask my last question. Who would you like to see on the hot seat?
Man, that was a good one there. Let me think. Oh, you know who'd be good on there? It's a channel called Island Vibe Cooking.
All right.
Island Vibe Cooking. I'm gonna say something to her. Also, you say something. Make sure you say that I told her to come there.
Okay, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
Right on. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and say goodnight. AB, you got anything to say on the way out, man?
Just say thank you. Thank you for having me. Thank you for you guys in the chat. Hey, this was cool. I learned something about, doing a live, just being in here. You know what I mean? I think that's cool the way you read all of the names. You do that first half, you come back with that. Hey, I like this show, bro. I can't see why this show don't just surpass everything. So listen, Lowe's, if you build him a kitchen, don't forget to, look me up too, Smokin Grillin Wit AB. You know what I mean? We could tag team something from the West Coast and make it happen, y'all.
They got Lowe's in the Midwest too, brother. I'm saying.
Oh, you know what? Hey, I'm sorry. My bad. Hey, you know what? You two are connected at the hip, so it automatically goes down.
No, my hip's a lot taller than his.
No, shut up. All right. Say something to the people on the way out. All
right. Hey, AB, thanks for coming on tonight, brother. It was awesome. Had a great time. Looking forward to finals with Kevin Lockett in about 9 days. That should be a great time. So, although I fully expect to get my ass kicked, I'm all right with that.
Hey, look, that's
he's a good dude. He's a good dude. I'm fine with that. So,
you know what? And for the mothers that's in here, let me just say, hey, happy Mother's Day to everybody. Yes.
Good point. I gotta tell mine when she gets off the plane when we get home.
All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Thank you both. Seriously, every week we bust each other's balls, and I love it. This is what makes us good. I think what people love about us. It's upside down. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and throw the Hangout link to the Google Hangouts in the chat. Jump on when we jump off. Say hi to people. AB, thank you so much for being on. I really appreciate it. I can't wait till we do our competition. I can't wait till we do our hangout. I can't wait till we do our little roundtable on YouTube growth. I think we got some good things going on for the rest of the summer here and into the fall. Congratulations on all the success from Battle of the Kitchens. You personally has been an inspiration to myself to step up my game. You're the reason I take so much care in my thumbnails now. And I'd like to learn how to do the analytics like you guys do. But the thumbnails, I spend a lot of time on it. I use Snapseed now because of what you guys did on the Drizzle Effect. You and Jay Wade were going over it. So big inspiration, man. I'm glad to know you. I'm glad you've been in my house and we've hung out together, and I hope we do this again soon. Everybody else, if you're not subscribed to AB, I don't know what your problem is, but his link is below. Same with Kent, myself, and all our moderators. Please click on those and subscribe. One more time. I know I said I was going to touch on it, but I just want to say thank you again for all your love and support from me and Mr. CJ and Grady and getting through this hard time. So thank you again. Really love you guys. And again, if you're in Facebook, you follow me on Facebook, share that video with everybody, brighten someone's day, because it is really a heartfelt, loving video. And there's so much crap in the world. It's nice to see something good. So please share the hell out of it. All right. And again, happy Mother's Day to all your mothers out there. My mother's passed away for a long 6 years now, going on 7 years. So I do miss her every Mother's Day, but I do support Mr. CJ. I support, even my kids' mom too. All the mothers out there doing good things. So thank you guys for all the love. All right, so put the Hangout link in the chat. Y'all jump on. Next week, I forgot to see who's coming on next week. Oh, we have a special Monday hot seat, Kent. We're chatting with Mikey from Man Meat BBQ. He will be on Monday. Okay, I will promote it all to
overtime.
You're getting double time. All right.
Wait, I need Mondays. I need a 300% raise.
All right, you got it, buddy. We'll
Thanks,
put it around. Next Thursday we have Kenneth Cunningham and a bunch of other guys from the North Texas Barbecue Addicts. They asked to come on and do a big kind of meet and greet with that group. And we'll be doing all the Super Shot proceeds. We'll be going to Tough Like Jack, not going to Kent. We go to Tough Like Jack. It's a charity that Kenneth and the NTBA are real tight with. So we'll promote all that out. And so that's it, guys. Thank you again. And y'all have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday. Take care.